So you've done lived that life. You've been broken, you've been alone, you've been isolated, you felt ashamed, you felt lost, you didn't know where you was gonna go. Something clicked, and you broke that cycle. You started to get out of the madness, taking them first steps into recovery. Through these steps, there's different pathways, different roads you can take. Part of the journey, the destination, we know where the destination is. We know what we want. We want something better. We want a new way. We want anything different than what we had.
In recovery, there's many different paths, whether it be medically assisted treatment or it be Christian-based, spiritual-based, smart recovery, 12-step fellowships. We have all kinds of different paths to recovery, just like pathways through life. We all take different directions, and it's really important to support people with the direction and the path that they choose to take. Whether it's yours or it's not, it's still a path, and it still leads to a more pro-social, progressive lifestyle for that person.
There's many different paths to recovery, but it's all about finding the one that fits you. There's no wrong or right way. Everyone's different. Every path is different. We've all got different beliefs, different morals, different thoughts, different emotions that we have about how things are and how things should be. You got to find what fits for you and what works for you. There's different routes, different roads, different paths. But what you want to do is find one, get working it, and get full steam ahead.
Oftentimes in recovery, we tend to judge others for the path that they take and the ways that they go. We really forget the real definition of recovery. And SAMHSA defines the definition of recovery as a process. Let me repeat that, a process in which somebody works to achieve complete abstinence. That don't necessarily mean that they have achieved it. It just means that they're working towards achieving it. So we really have to be mindful of taking away the compassion and the love that we have for the person that's trying to achieve their abstinence or their recovery, and really focus on what we can do and how we can help. And we do that as peers by leading by example, by offering suggestions and guiding them on their path, not our path.
This is your recovery path. Don't let anybody tell you how it has to be, that your path is right or your path is wrong. If you're living a better way than you did yesterday and the day before, that's what it's about. It's about building bridges to gap the things in life that you was missing, to complete and get you to the places that you want to be. We was all broken and lost and in a bad place. It's all about building that bridge to get us to a better place.
And everybody's perception and everybody's path is completely different. Where this may make me feel boxed in, or I may feel isolated or alone. Somebody's path may need to be that way. Somebody may need to seclude themselves and not be around large crowds, or not deal with certain things, or have their circle a certain way. And that's okay. We just need to embrace each other's recovery path instead of condemning them for not being our own.
Some pathways are a little bit more difficult than others. Sometimes you got to put a little bit of effort in. Sometimes there's a little work involved. Sometimes they're a little bumpy. Sometimes maybe they're just not for you. All you can do is try it out, see where it goes, and maybe that ain't the route you want to take.
For me, medically assisted treatment wasn't a good path. It just continued to progress, and things continued to cause and wreak chaos in my life. But luckily, I had people that was supportive of recovery to me.
Sometimes as you start on your pathway, you get going, and all of a sudden you realize maybe this ain't for you. Don't be afraid to look ahead. See what other pathways are available. Some of them might be real great destinations, real great paths that can get you to real great places. Just notice what's around you. Notice that maybe this ain't for me. Don't be afraid to try new routes, new ways, because the thing that you're afraid to do, the steps that you're afraid to take, might get you where you need to be.
Sometimes in recovery you have to stop and look at your path, because sometimes it comes to an end. You have to look at the opportunities around you and find what path is best for you, not anybody else. What's going to keep you clean.
Some of my friends may be medically assisted. Some of my friends may be religious, whereas I'm not. Some of my friends' paths may have been relapse. It is a path to recovery. Just like I said earlier, Samson's definition is a process through which a person achieves abstinence and creates a better life for themselves, an overall better life. So really, I think that when we're talking about pathways, we have to understand that it's all about effort and putting the effort in. You know, we can stand on a pathway all day long and get nowhere. But it actually takes walking down that path and putting effort in. What might be curvy and hard and I need for me to feel a sense of completion may be overwhelming and completely hard for you. And that's okay. So let's collaborate, stay open-minded, and work together as peers to find each other's own path to recovery.
As Adam just said, you know, when we find our pathway, it's going to take action. These first steps we take aren't given to us. It's through action. It's through the knowledge of others. Something that was freely given to us, the thoughts, the ideas, the knowledge, the literature. But the action behind it has to be on us. We have to put in the effort. We have to take the steps. We have to do what we need to do to get where we need to be. You know, peer support will get us a long way. It'll help us along this journey. It'll put us in the right places with the right people to lean on. But it's going to take action and commitment from us, because nothing great in life is given free.
When we're in recovery, to not just look at your own path, but listen to the people around you and their path. So you can take that and use it as examples to decide what might best fit you. Because sometimes we're so closed-minded that if we only think of our path, we're stuck. So it's important to listen to others and see what opportunities and which ways you can take that best fit you.
Failure is not the ability to not do something. Failure is the refusal to get back up. And my path and every other path before me, I've seen people fall. I've seen people fall off of their path. But the ones that made it were the ones that brushed their knees off and kept going, kept moving forward. So be mindful that everything's not going to be clear and pretty and just an easy straight walk every day. You're going to have to work. You're going to have to put the effort in. But the rewards that you reap will be far greater than the effort that you've put forth.
Like I said before, everybody's pathway is different. The key thing is not to judge nobody in their pathway. Not to do what has been done to us all our life. You know, we've been judged in everything we've done, through our active addiction, through the things that we've done, the unsocial, non-pro-social ways that we've lived. We've been judged for it. And what did it do to us? It made us ashamed. It pushed us away. So why judge somebody on the recovery path? Why let them know that their path doesn't have value, or it's not the right one, or yours is better, you know? Everybody has their own path. Everybody has their own goals. We all know where we want to get in the end. We want the greatness of what life has to offer. We all knew what we wanted in the beginning. We wanted something different than what we had. But that little bit in the middle, you know, it's a gray area that we can all fill in different ways, because there's many different ways to do it and many different pathways to take.